All right, I'm going to try and make this short because I am on my lunch break, but I've had some thoughts on my mind that I need to get out someplace. I thought about trying to make something slick, it's all edited, um, but we're just going to go with kind of a stream of thought thing. So, real quick before I start, if you have social anxiety or any real kind of anxiety, you may not want to watch this video. I'm not going to be talking about anything graphic or showing any disturbing images or anything, but there are some of you who may find the concept I'm discussing unsettling. Okay, having said that, let's talk about the multiverse and the idea of infinite realities in existence. All right, so you may have heard the idea that our reality, our universe, is not the only universe in existence. That, in fact, there could be an infinite number of realities because for every possible outcome, a different reality exists where that outcome takes place. For you watching this video in this reality, maybe you continue watching the video beyond this point. In another reality, you stopped watching the video and went on to view adorable kittens or something. In another reality, you could have thrown your computer or smartphone or whatever device you're using to watch this out the window. The bottom line is, with infinite realities, the idea is that whatever can happen does happen. Now, that's important because that's going to come up a few times because that's really what infinite means. Hey, whatever can exist, whatever can be, that happens. All right, so the way that I see it, whether or not, well, the question of if there are infinite realities, there's four broad possibilities, the way that I see it. All right, one, no, there aren't. There just are not multiple realities. This reality that we've got here, our universe, is it. That's all we get. That seems small, but remember, it's a vast universe. All right, possibility two, that there are infinite realities, but we have no way of interacting with them. No matter or energy can pass from one to the other. No information can pass. There's no way of observing those other realities. Essentially, each reality is, self-contained and cannot interact in any way with any others. Now, for both of those possibilities, essentially, I'm going to group them together because if there are infinite realities, but there's no way of interacting with them, then there would be no way to confirm that either one or two is the case. And they don't make for a very interesting conversation, so we'll put those ones to the side. All right, in possibility number three, infinite realities exist. No matter or energy can pass between them, and the only thing that can pass between realities is information. Now, I'm going to come back to that possibility in just a few minutes, but first let's talk about possibility number four. In this one, infinite realities exist, and matter and energy can pass between them, as well as information. So this is the possibility that's the most fun for fiction writers because it leads to the best plots. This is the possibility where you could theoretically go to another alternate universe, another alternate dimension, or someone from an alternate dimension could come here to our reality. It's a neat concept, makes for good fiction. The problem with that one, as I see it, is what I like to call the evil scientist paradox. All right, so with the evil scientist paradox, because anything that can happen does happen in a scenario where you have infinite realities, then that means that on some of these realities, there exists an evil scientist. We'll call him Heinz. And in some of these realities, Heinz is an inept idiot who can't do anything right. In some of these realities, he's wildly successful. So successful, in fact, that he creates a doomsday device that not only annihilates his own universe, his own reality, but he manages to create a doomsday device that can wipe out all universes, all realities. Because again, if he can impact one reality, then what would be, stopping that evil scientist from impacting all of them? Now, there's more that we could say about the evil scientist paradox, like, well, couldn't there be an infinite number of crime-fighting heroes to stop these evil scientists? Bottom line, with all that interference from one reality to another, our entire multiverse would end up just being one big ball of static. So, we're going to put possibility number 4 on the shelf as well. So that leaves us with possibility number 3, in which you, the person watching this video, are an interdimensional superstar. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. So in possibility number 3, no matter and no energy can cross from one dimension to another. I couldn't even send a photon of light over to another dimension, no matter what. We cannot have any interaction of energy or matter. But information can pass, meaning we could potentially observe someday, somehow, some way, we could observe these alternate realities, these alternate universes. All right, well, if that's the case, if we can someday, somehow get to the point where we can observe them, then in an infinite number of realities, if it's possible, that means that some of these realities already have figured out how to observe other realities. And in fact, if they can, then some of them have gotten really, really good at it. So good, in fact, that they can watch other realities and observe them and have made them their primary form of entertainment. In fact, in some of these realities that watch other realities as entertainment, some of them have decided to watch our reality for their entertainment. Some of them have chosen our planet to watch for their entertainment. And some of those have gone so far as to choose a single individual to watch as their entertainment in a Truman Show-like viewing experience where everyone on that world, everyone in that, well, on at least one world within that universe, is fixated on watching one individual. And in some of those worlds, that individual is you. Now, I want to make something clear here, and that's when I say you, a lot of times when you hear people talk about infinite realities, you'll hear people say something like, oh, in some realities, you might be a superstar. In some realities, you might be a crime fighter. In some realities, you might be named Batman. But in these scenarios, they're not really talking about you. They're talking about somebody who looks like you. They're talking about an alternate version of you. Someone who might have your same DNA, who might look like you and have similar experiences, but they're not actually you. I'm saying that out there, if infinite realities exist, and if it's possible for information to pass between them, and it's possible to observe these infinite realities, then if those things are true, then there are realities out there that are watching you right now. And in fact, there are some realities that have been watching you your entire life. Some realities have been rooting for you. Others have been booing you and not happy with any of your decisions. You can't please everyone, especially not in an infinite multiverse. Now, it's not just you. It's me. It's everyone. If there's an infinite number of realities, then every single person has the potential to be an interdimensional media star, beloved and begroaned by countless individuals throughout the multiverse, which is kind of an interesting thought. So, smile. You're on camera.